Graph questions look straightforward, but many students lose easy marks on them. In this video, I will solve a real GCSE higher pass question and show you 3 common mistakes that cost marks and how to avoid them. Hi, welcome back. Now let's solve the question. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus x. We are given some values for y, and the range of value for x ranges from -2 to 3. So they have given us the value for y when x is -2. So we have to find the value for y when x is -1. So here we can use this equation. So we're going to use this equation to do that. So y is equal to, when x is equal to -1, x is equal to -1 minus into -1. Common mistake number 1. A common mistake here is squaring -1 incorrectly. To avoid that, ensure that if you have a negative number, you put it inside brackets so that you can avoid squaring the negative number incorrectly. Now, during opening the bracket, we have y is equal to -1 times -1 will give us 1. The minus times minus will give us +1. Then our y is equal to 2. Now, when x is -1, our y is 2. Now, we know the value for y when x is 0. They have gotten that for us. Now, we have to calculate y when x is 1. Now, we substitute for x in the equation 1. If you like, you might not put brackets here. There's no need. So 1 times 1 will give us 1. 1 square will give us 1. Then we have -1. In this place we have 0. So our value here is 0. Now let's look for y when x is 3. We have 3 square minus 3. So we have y is equal to 9 minus 3. Y will be 6. So in this place we have our y to be 6. Now we have completed the table. It's now time for us to draw the graph. Now in drawing the graph, we are going to be tracing the points one after the other. When x is -2, y is 6. This is x axis. This horizontal line is the x axis, and we trace it to where x is -2. Then you trace it up. When x is -2, our y is 6. Trace it up to the vertical axis where you have 6. So at that point is our graph at this point. Now the next pair of value is when x is -1, our y is 2. On this horizontal axis, this is x -1, then y is 2. You trace it up to where y is 2. So where they intersect, that is our point. When x is 0, y is 0. That will be at the center. When x is 0, y is 0. Now we go to when x is 1, our y is 0. When x is 1, this is x being 1 on this horizontal axis, then our y is 0. It means it's going to be on that line. And when x is 2, our y is 2. So we're going to trace it, x being 2 and y 2 will be here. Good. When x is 3, our y is 6. This is x axis 3, and we trace it up to where y is 6. Now we have marked all the points. It is time for us to draw the curve. Mistake number 2. Joining points with straight lines. Remember, a quadratic graph must be a smooth, continuous parabola. When drawing this for your exam, never use a ruler to connect the points. You must draw the parabolic curve with a free hand. So now you are going to, as much as possible, draw it like a curve. You try as much as possible, draw it like a curve. So you draw it like a curve. Good. So this like this. You know you're using your free hand, so you're free to just use your hand. Be free to use your hand and trace it. Now we are done with question B. Now it's time for us to use this particular graph to solve question C. Question C says we should use the graph to find estimate for the solutions of the equation x squared minus x is equal to 4. If we come to our equation, is y equals x squared minus x. So we have y is equal to x squared minus x. If you see this, they are the same. X squared minus x are the same. So this implies that y is equal to 4. Y equals to 4, because this x squared minus x is the same thing as x squared minus x. So you draw the line of y equal 4. That will be on y axis. This is y equal 4. We don't know the value of x, so we're going to draw it as a straight line. Draw it as a straight line across this. So this line is y is equal to 4, and this line is y is equal to x squared minus x. Now common mistake 3 is to assume the solution here is y equal 4. They are asking for the corresponding values of x when y is 4. So don't assume that, oh, so far you get y to be 4, that's the solution. No, we are going to look for the corresponding values of x, which are going to be 2, because it's a quadratic equation. In quadratic equation, you get 2 solutions for x. Now to get that, we will go back to our graph and trace the points of intersection between the two graphs, the straight line and the quadratic curve. At this point, the two intersect, so we're going to trace it down. We're going to trace it down. Then here too, we trace it down. Trace it down. If you use algebra to solve this question, you're going to get 0, because the question says use graph. So please don't make that mistake and go ahead to solve it using any other method. They want you to use graph, and you must use graph. Now tracing this down, we have our solutions to be, so here we have x is equal to minus 1 point, so this will be around 0.5. Of course, they're going to give you range for his, like range of plus or minus 0.2. So if you are within that range, you are still correct. Or our x is equal to, this one is like 2 points, let's say 2.5 as well, 2.5. So that is the solution to the question. So like I said, as simple as this question is, if you don't know how to substitute, you might not get the correct table. If you don't know how to handle negative numbers, you might not get the correct table. Then if you don't know how to draw a curve, you can get some marks missing. Then the common mistake 3 is to find the corresponding values of x, not stopping at 4. I hope you understand it and you can see how simple it is. So till I see you next time, keep practicing, keep learning. Bye.